Welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. I'm Rosa,
And I'm Sharon.
and thank you for joining us for another week of Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. And before we get into our topic for today, I just want to give a couple shout outs to some of our good friends and some people who have been our ride or die since day one, and
Mm-hmm.
we appreciate you. Definitely got to give a shout out to Marnay and Cherie. Y'all are our
Hey,
besties.
girls.
Thank you. Thank you. To our newfound friends since our channel. Miss Annette, thank you for tuning in once again. And always and forever, my girl, Dr. Paulette Johnson from Real Women Real Talk on 91.3
Mm-hmm.
WVST out of Petersburg, Virginia. We appreciate you all and thank you, thank you, thank you. The love is always there. And welcome to our new viewers. We
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you too. Can't forget you. The love is still there. And thank you all once again for your comments and for your likes. And thank you for sharing this video. So at the end, if you like what you see, keep sharing it. We
Yes,
appreciate you.
we do.
So since those are out of the way,
Yeah. Love you.
today's topic is the five love languages. So, just because Valentine's Day is around the corner, Sharon and I just wanted to talk about something that has love in it. And
Yes.
since we love you all, it seems so fitting. So, also, as always, we are not professionals.
No.
We just love talking about love
We love
and what
one another.
happens
That's
in
good
our
enough.
lives. Yeah, so we are, definitely professionals in our life. So, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we bring to you all experiences and
Mm-hmm.
our lifestyle and how we look at that and how we view that.
Yes, we share
So,
our experiences, and
absolutely.
and we find out that a lot of us have the same ones or going through the same things, just dealing with it differently. So, as Rosa says, today we're going to be talking about the five love languages, and about the last 15, 20 years ago, Dr. Gary Chapman had developed what he I think he entitled it, five love languages, and said, one, he developed them to improve communications between people. As simple as that. And as you're coupled up or not, you need to know that there are, in his world, five different love languages.
Yeah,
And
and the fact that he had done that so long ago, they're still relevant today. So,
absolutely, absolutely.
so yeah, that's why we wanted to discuss that.
Right. So, of course, everyone, we're not assuming you're in love, but you have loved before, or at least you know what love is. But with your partner, with your sweetie, with your friends, with the people that you connect with, what are the five love languages? And I'm going to go through them briefly, and then we're going to break it down to you. So, one of them is affirmations. What's an affirmation? It's a a positive retort to someone. It's a an acknowledgement of something good that you feel that they're doing. Like, I caught you in the act. Oh wow, I love it when you wear your hair like that. I love it because she makes some of the best grilled cheese sandwiches in the world. And I
Or
say
you just look nice today, and I love the way
affirmation.
you love me.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's an
oh,
affirmation. And
yes, it is. So, affirmations is one. Two is quality time. It's in our relationships, just your relations with people you care about. Do you set time away to take the time to make them feel special? Giving time dedicated to them. Three is receiving gifts. Receiving gifts or giving gifts.
yeah,
Some of us love to get a gift, and some of us are more comfortable giving gifts. I think that's me. Uh, Rosa,
I'd say that.
sometimes, yeah, she takes my breath away sometimes because, like maybe she'll just order something for me that I kind of muttered about 2 months ago, and like, oh, I heard you say you need this, sweetie, and I'm like, oh, you did that for me, or you heard me, and yes, she heard me, responded to it, and here's some special little whatnot in the mail that she was thoughtful enough to give for me. So I like giving gifts maybe from her, but it still makes me blush. Acts of service. Acts of service is when you do little things that your partner and your loved one enjoys that you do. It could be cleaning the car, picking up the crumbs from behind the toaster, doing both bathrooms. What? You did both bathrooms? It could be something as simple as making sure that you pick up her favorite juice when you're at the grocery store because she doesn't drink what you drink. So the things that I like is always in the refrigerator.
Absolutely.
So the things that she like, oh, I gotta write it down.
I gotta run to the store and grab it.
Not all
that's
the time.
That's what the things that I like are.
Okay, and the fifth one, though, just as important as the other four, is physical touch.
Yes.
Touching, feeling, rubbing, caressing, touch. Some people really need and want and express themselves better by touching.
Yes.
I'm a hugger. I don't have to know you and love you to hug you. I'll hug you in a minute. Not since COVID. So as we go through these 5 things, and remember, it's affirmations, quality time, receiving gifts or giving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Those are the topics that we're going to be going through today. And I'm going to, as we've shared with you many times, when we do these tapings, I have no idea what Rosa's how she's going to reply, but I'm always excited to hear what she has to say.
Yeah.
But having gone through the 5 love languages, which one of the 5 do you think you're more responsive to?
Well, for me, I think the one that fits me most would be physical touch. But it's interesting that Sharyn brought up the whole COVID thing, because COVID has changed the way, that if physical touch is your love language, that it has to happen now, because now we can't touch everything and everybody. So for me,
wait a minute, I didn't know that was on the table. Everybody.
Well, I'm saying, you were saying you're a hugger, and I am too.
Yes.
In a sense. So when I see you, is like, I'm still okay with hugging you, but I don't know where you are. So it's like, I kind of hesitate to do that. But that's kind of how I put that love out to you. I love when I'm with Sharyn, if we're sitting, side by side, I'm rubbing her back. If we're just close, I'm holding her hand. I just love the touch of touching someone that I love. That's just me. But I kind of fall in kind of 2 of these, so
what's the other one?
Affirmations too, excuse me. Affirmations kind of is one of mine. I think physical touch is the biggest one, but affirmation, I can fall into that category too. I love giving, compliments, and I always, whether it's to, Sharyn or, anybody on the street, if you look nice, you look nice. That's just, I'm going to let you know if you're close enough. I'm not going to break my neck and run across the street to try to get to you to say that you look nice. But, I'm going to give you, absolutely. Shoes, if them shoes are kicking, I love your hair, I love your shoes, I love whatever it is. Love giving affirmations and just, being the cheerleader for people. I love being in the background. Girl, you got this. You know what I'm saying? When I'm running my 5Ks, if I pass somebody, I always, especially if it's a sister, I'm like, come on, girl, you got this. You know what I'm saying? We going right. Looking good. Keep going. So that type of thing has always driven me to
connect with people like that.
Yeah, giving those words of encouragement, and just so people can keep going or move forward or do whatever that calls for. But I love that.
And I like that about you very, very much. I mean, so we're talking about couples, but we're talking about people. Just how do you connect with other people in your world? What do you say to your mother? What do you say to your sisters, your best friend, your bestie, your ride or die, your buddy, your first cousin, your twin, whomever? These are people in your life that you do connect with. And and as we're drilling down with the love languages, we are talking about communication between couples, and a little deeper than that, because what happens if your love language is different from my love language? Maybe that's not a problem, but how do I communicate to you how I want to be communicated with?
That's true.
How about that?
That's true.
And do you think I let you know what I like?
Oh, definitely. A little too much.
Wait a minute. And conversely, she lets me know what ain't happening.
Not all the time, though. You do it way more than I do.
Well, I'm more expressive with that. But let me say this for the people who haven't been tuning in or just tuning in for the first time. She's an Aries. I'm very much Gemini. I say no more. I say no. I don't need a defense, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Aries.
And I
Fire.
say that because, even, Aries with the fire, and, we are prone to telling it like it is, or just kind of getting it out the way. Sometimes I just don't, for the sake of, sometimes it might be an argument if I say what I really felt about something. So, you kind of have to ratchet down in a relationship. That's kind of love. That's a form of love.
Right. And knowing my preferred love language, right. And I'm about touch as well, but I'm about affirmative, affirmations as well. However, with that fire going on with her that never goes out,
it goes out.
I do believe there have been times in our relationship when maybe she was just too full strength for me, and I say, you have now hurt my feelings, and she like, I was just telling you how I'm feeling, and I'm just like,
right. And she always says, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's
come
like,
on,
I don't
absolutely.
know any other way to say it but to say it. Like, now I gotta figure out how to rinse it down, and then that's not being my authentic self. So that's why I think, kind of get into that whole thing. Is like,
wait a minute.
Well, you said it, you hurt my feelings. But if I had said it another way, it still would have hurted your feelings. Like, I don't get it.
Well, look, we don't want to solve
tell
our
me
problems.
if I'm wrong now,
no,
but
wait a minute. I don't want to solve our problems on this show. With today's topic, I think we both do well with the affirmations. Giving them and receiving them. Quality time, I feel that I'm speaking to us because this is my best subject here.
Right.
The quality time, I think Rose and I both do a good job of setting aside time, but I do it, I think I'm a little bit more focused about it. Like, I have put on throughout my calendar, I'm saying, this is date night. I'll remember the last time I brought flowers home, and like, oh my God, it's been 2 months, or whatever the case may be. I'm much more mindful of it than she is, but when she does it, and makes me, sometimes I come home and, like, my favorite music is on. What? She's playing Randy Crawford? What? And I know something about to happen, because she's playing Bobby Womack. She knows that gets my attention. So, but I also know these are her preludes to quality time for us, and I like that.
And sometimes it's my way of apologizing too, because sometimes I have a hard time with that.
What?
Saying, you know what?
It's a different
Never
show today.
Mind. I'm not even gonna say
No, please. I don't want. Look. I love the truth. Okay,
Yeah.
so hit me with it.
Well, you already know the truth. Sometimes it is hard for me to, say I'm sorry, but I'll say it in subtle ways, and then I'll come back like maybe the next day and be like, okay,
or week,
or week. But I do make it a point to apologize, especially if I had time to rinse it and think about it, and so I just don't want her to think that that I always think I'm right when I do think I'm right. I just want to apologize for the sake of argument.
Notice I'm being quiet.
So.
So let's talk about acts of service.
Let's talk about your love language.
Well, my love language. I'm into affirmations. And
okay, nothing else fits into yours?
I think physical touch.
Oh, physical. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
I heard you say affirmation, but I was just I thought you was going to say something else. But
yeah, and quite frankly, all of them at some time or another, but these two more than most.
I think
these
people
two,
touch all of them one time.
And for the record, I mean, based on the writings of Dr. Gary Chapman, one thing he says is that the most popular one, the most common one amongst people is actually the affirmations.
Yeah,
and
I can see that.
I kind of think it's the easiest thing to do. It's when you come home and whatever you're doing, and you really don't feel like cooking, but you open up the door, and not only has Rosa cooked, she's cooked your favorite food, she got your favorite beverage, and the table is set, and the music's on, and baby, how you feel? And she rubs your neck for no reason, and I'm just saying, if I die today, it's okay.
Yeah,
because
but I think
I feel that good about it.
Yeah, but also I think affirmation, it is the easiest, and I think it spreads broader than just the love of two couples. Like when I talk to my sister, we always answer the phone with, hey cutie, hey beautiful, hey, like you're giving each other that compliment before the conversation even starts, and it's like, you want them to always feel good and you to feel good. So you don't even want to start out like that. And so that's kind of how, I think it's easiest because it spreads broader than, most of them. Like, receiving gifts, it's like if you gave somebody a gift that you didn't really know, or that they didn't really know you, they'd be like, why she give me this?
Yeah, a little suspicious.
So, stuff like that. It just, affirmation is always easiest to say to people than to do other things, the other ones, I think.
Well, I think you may be right on that one, but we've done so many, there's been so many different topics for our conversation, and we learn a lot more about each other, and I'm like, you feel that way? Because like I say, I never know what she's going to say, but I will say this: you can love someone and live with someone and still not know that person.
Absolutely.
And you surely don't know everything about them. You know them in the scenarios that you've had with them, but sometimes life throws you a curve, or, and it's like, oh, wow, now we're going through this. Yeah. Now we're going through that together, and I didn't know that about you. Right. Oh, I didn't know how emotional this makes you feel. I look at old movies, and if Rose is looking at the movie with me, though I've seen the movie at least 17 times.
18?
35, and I will still cry. I will still cry, and I'm sniffling. She's like, haven't you seen this before? I was like, yeah, but I was hoping he'd come back. So and that's who I am. But she knows that about me now. So what does that have to do with our love languages? She knows that I'm a romanticist. She knows that I totally, totally enjoy. She knows my favorite day of the year is Valentine's Day. Now, for some reason, and
I think it's a fictitious holiday. So we clashed, with that when we got together.
Hey. Are we gonna start that?
No, I was just saying that's when we first got together. You were like, "Oh, Valentine's Day," and I'm just like, that's fictitious, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm okay with
it's
celebrating.
It's not a holiday. It's just a day of remembrance.
Exactly, and I'm like, but if somebody loves you 365 days, why is it one day that everybody got to celebrate it together? Celebrate your Valentine's Day when you want to celebrate your Valentine's Day. It's a whole nother topic. But I'm just saying, I celebrate it now because I love Sharyn and because I know it's her favorite holiday. But I'm just like, you can't get into the restaurant to eat. The lines are out the door. Everything is the cost is now times 2. It's like it's too much, and it's like, to show somebody that you love them that one day, you celebrate yours when you want to. Take them out, just on a whim when you want to.
So we're getting ready to poo-poo Valentine's Day?
I'm not. I'm saying happy Valentine's Day to all the people out there. I love Valentine's Day. I love the joy of loving. So,
yes.
But I don't think one day should do that. That's all.
No, well, I love
it's
you
not
every
even
day.
It's not even a holiday.
That. Do you feel my love every day?
Absolutely.
And I feel
so.
Yours.
Our Valentine's Day is all the time.
Well, yes, but
I don't know about that,
but on the 14th, I get to really show off. So to show you, we're different. She loves Christmas. I know that. So so believe me, there's how many gifts underneath the tree for Sharyn? Way too many, and I'm just like.
But that's not even about Christmas.
No.
Christmas is about family for me.
I'm talking.
Okay.
I've got to get my point across.
Let her talk.
So let her talk. Here we go. So I'm not. So I enjoy Christmas in a different way. So I know there's a bunch of gifts underneath the tree for me, and there's a bunch for her and the kid. Yeah. But conversely, for Valentine's Day, there's a big box with a lot of little things in it, and she sees stuff coming in the mail, and she's like rolling her eyes like, I hope this is not for me. I hope she's not going out of her mind for Valentine's Day.
Right.
And I am, because I love to be loved, and I love to be loved by you. And though you feel it every day, I just crank it up to times 10 for Valentine's Day, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
okay.
and I get that, and it's not like I'm saying I'm not deserving of any gifts, or
of course you are.
I'm not, appreciative of anything that you're doing for me. It's just that because we see it so differently, like I'll get her something, but Trust me, it's not like I'm searching, through the mines to find it.
I'm going to the ends of the world to get something in a certain color, in a certain size.
And it doesn't matter what holiday, fictitious or not, that it is. I'm gonna get you something that I feel like you need. I'm just more practical that way. I'm not, getting you something that I just think she needs another diamond ring. No, she don't even wear the ones that she does have. So, I'm just not going to do that,
She says that, but between me and you, everyone knows that I love watches. And I not only that, I love really nice watches. And
she has too many of them already. Okay. But I will get you a watch if I feel like it's kind of a watch that is rare or,
The point I was making, I do have a lot of watches, over 30 of them. But when she went to Europe, she came back with the most beautiful watch I had ever seen in my life. And I told her, no more watches. This is it. This is the most beautiful grand watch I have. I only wear it on special holidays. And so I had pulled her over to my side. If you like watches, why not get another one? If you like heels, how many pair of red bottoms can you wear at one time? One. Do you really need 3 pair, 5 pair? Because I see some women out there, I got 5 pair, I got 7. God bless you. But I'm thinking, that's just too much for one pair of heels in my mind. But I'm not going to poo-poo it because she likes them and she looks good in them too, sweetie. But anyway, we're still talking about love languages today, and evidently we're getting pulled into our life again. So let me let me stay on track with our love languages. The thing that's so very helpful and real is the fact that we know what they are. She knows what mine is. I know what hers are. And the whole purpose of love languages is to help the communication between two people.
Absolutely.
It's good to know what her language is. If she's a person who seldom says those wonderful affirmations, but you're a person who needs to hear them or would like to hear them, you need to tell your partner, like, you know what, sweetie, when I'm doing a good job, it's okay for you to come over and say, sweetie, you're doing a good job.
Absolutely.
And I like that. So she's very giving in those areas, and as well am I feel. And so we work it out. One, that she recognizes it, and don't get me wrong, there's some things I need more of than what she gives me. And I'm sure the reverse is true.
Yes.
Because sometimes when we say quality time, I didn't know she meant quality time alone.
That's not true.
No, wait a minute.
I do like my alone time.
You do, and you need it. And I'm respecting that more and more. Now, when we first got
to... She come up in there bugging me wherever I am. Don't be trying to hide what you be doing. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm much more respectful of it.
Yeah, you're getting a lot better. Since I've been home for COVID, I think before, because I'm out of the house, it's almost like, I miss you. I want to see you when you come back. And it's like, can I just get that hour to myself first, and then, I'm going to hook you up?
Yeah, but you do. Much better.
But I think she's, I think you're respecting it a lot more.
Thank you. And every now and then, even though I'm the, Gemini times 3, every now and then I need some alone time with my inner twin. With my inner twin, I need some time alone too, but not as much as she does. As long as I'm around people, I'm turned on. It's simple as that. And you're the only person I'm around, so, she still lights my light. So that's what we're talking about. So with love languages, speaking to you out there, you need to know what yours is. Just go on the internet, punch in 5 love languages, and, Gary Chapman will show up. And it's not a end all and to everything, but it's just it's a good point to start the conversation. And it's nice sometimes just to recognize what your spouse prefers. And like, oh, I know you do that, but I'd rather you I'd rather you just bring me a little something. I don't need one thing I love about Rosa, she's not gotta have a diamond on every finger. She's not that girl. She's really not. If she's got a pair of new running slacks, she's happy. She's happy. Or like, what's the thing you wear on your arm all the time? The
my Garmin. My Fitbit.
Your Fitbit. She's like, if I had to choose what to get for a gift or something, it would be a new Fitbit that does all the fancy things and all that. Because that's who she is. She's more of a physical person and does a lot of running and exercise. So that's where we're at on five languages. So my question to you out there: what is your love language?
Yeah, and if you're not even sure what it is, when I was looking it up, they had like some type of test you can go on, and I didn't take the test, so I don't know what you have to go through it. But I mean, there's some tests out there. Yeah, so if you guys,
it's not a test; it's a quiz. It's a simple quiz, just to go over
to help you, I guess, figure out what your love language is if you're not sure.
Your preferred style.
Yeah, so you can try that if you're not even sure of what it is.
Well, so here's my question to Rosa: as you know what the five love languages are, I'm asking you, which area do you think you could do better in?
Ooh, see, now she about to start something before Valentine's Day.
I'm just curious. Hold on. Hold on. You know what they are, right? I mean, for the people out there, to remind them before you answer, it's affirmations, quality time, receiving gifts as well as giving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Well, which one do you think you can do better at with us?
The one I can do better will probably be more of quality time. Acts of service is easy for me. I love volunteering. I love giving back. Giving gifts, I'm okay with that too. I think it's a quality time. Are you not agreeing with that?
No, not at all. No, I'm not. No, I'm matter of fact, I don't even know. I don't even know who you are.
What do you mean?
No, seriously, it doesn't even make sense to me. I'm just saying, no. Quality time, we have quality time.
But I can probably do better in making quality time. I'm going to stick with the quality time because the other ones, all of them touch. What I can say though is, I'm not big on sharing my feelings. But I am big on communication. I want you to, know this or, be okay with that if we talk about this. So I'm okay with the communication. I just don't like sharing my feelings per se. So
she's good with communication, but doesn't want to share her feelings.
But that's different because when we're talking about finances, or we're talking about things that we need to improve in the household, or we're talking about whatever, I'm okay with that type of communication, or what's just happening in the world today, whatever. Sure. Who we are, but the whole sharing my true feelings sometimes goes with hurting her feelings, so I don't do well with that, so I'll just hold back sometimes.
Okay.
But when you say you don't agree with quality time, why is that?
Well, I'm just I agree in that you said it, and so it's real in the fact that you think that way. That's okay, but I'm on the receiving end. For me, I think a place that you might want to do better in is the physical touch.
Physical touch is my biggest one. I think that's my main thing. I'm always touching on you. I'm always like.
Yet Sharyn needs more.
She getting me mixed up with somebody because I don't understand.
No, because of COVID, she's the only one I'm seeing.
Right, like I don't understand.
No. I think again, I think you do good with affirmation, but I think you can do more with physical touch.
Okay.
Now, having said that, it's true for me because that's where I'm living at mentally right now. It may not be true for her, so I'm going to open up myself and say, Rosa, out of the 5 love languages, which one to you do you think I can be better at? To you.
No, I'm gonna ask you which one you think you could be better at. Then I'm gonna go there. So we're going to see if it adds up. Because apparently mine isn't adding up. So, I don't know. I have no clue.
I could do more with quality time. I think I can give you more quality time. Because I think what you need and what I need is 2 different things. But I think I could I can avail myself to more quality time for you, for what Rosa wants to do. With the quality time, like Rosa, she's good at, she wants to do everything. So, usually like when she makes something on her calendar, it shows up on my calendar too, which we keep track of each other. Well, there are days when I'm looking at Saturday and I'm like, why do I have 5 things I need to do or attend or take care of on Saturday? Because her schedule, she's blown up her schedule, which means conversely, she's blowing up mine. So I got to the point of saying, Rosa, there's 5 things on this calendar today. Which 2 do you want me to go with you? Because I'm not doing all 5. Because it's going to wear me out. In my mind, it's going to wear me out. So we've gotten better with that. Like, no, I'm not doing all 5 things. It's just too much. It's too much. And I'll say it not to hurt her feelings, but I'm just saying my energy level is maybe just a little different. You guys know it's a slight age difference of 17 years. Rose is nearly 49 and I'm 65. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying there's sometimes I don't want to circumvent the world. I don't on a Saturday. I want to look at Law and Order. Right. You know, the other 456 episodes.
But that kind of falls into active service for me with you. You know, you don't do a lot of active service. But I will say,
how can you say that?
I'm saying all together. Like if you love someone, like you do active services for me per se. Yes. But you're not gonna do it for the world. No, and I just think, you know, you'll condense it. So is it like it doesn't feel almost authentic because it's like you just gonna do it for one person and that's just not how you feel with the world.
Well, I didn't know I was being evaluated.
Sometimes you just do it for me, but not even for the kids. So it's like, where is that coming from? But you said affirmations, which I kind of agree and disagree with that, only because I think you do great affirmation with yourself. I don't think you do it great with other people.
I don't even understand what that means.
That means you give yourself real high kudos all the time, every day.
Gemini.
You know, she'll be like, babe, don't my hair looks good? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be rocking this so-and-so. You know, I mean, it's just like, and I'm looking at her like, yeah, babe, you will. You know what I mean? What do you say? No, you don't. No, your hair doesn't look good. You know, you just say what you gotta say. But at the same time, it's like, for her to give it to somebody else, that seems like it's hard for you to do. So I don't know if affirmation really fits.
That's interesting. I don't agree, but I respect the fact that that's what you're seeing, and yet we do have different attitudes about service, and that's true. And I have said on several occasions, can't we just send a check? And she like, no, you need to be in person. So we went, like last month, 2 months ago, we went and laid wreaths on all the, you know, all the veterans.
Memorial Day?
Yeah. President's Day or something, but in any event, I do that. She feeds the homeless. She helps the elderly. We give blood. I don't know what else I need to do, and
yeah, because you don't do all of that. You know, the laying of the wreaths was the first year we did that, and we did it because
my friend
D
Sanford
asked us to help out. So I signed us up. She's still was too late with signing up. Like, I don't know yet.
But I know you're going to sign us up. So I'm okay. So with the signing up, and please, I don't want us to get too far away from the topic, but with the affirmation, the quality time and receiving gifts, all those things, I feel that, quite frankly, I do well in all areas. But that's me.
Yeah.
That's me. But if she says I need to do better with,
affirmation and active services,
maybe I need to hear that.
Yeah.
I need to hear that. So the conversation and the rebuttals that you hear from her today, all that, it's real and it's genuine because we had not had this conversation before, other than the fact that we're going to be talking about 5 love languages. So if it's a lesson to us or aha or a moment that we really need to look at, digest, and revisit, perhaps that's what we need to do today.
Absolutely.
But I will say overall, one, it's important that you know that there are 5 love languages. You need to see what you fit and what speaks to you and what your behavior, how your behavior lines up with them. There's no right or wrong answers. It's just something to talk about and something to, if you will, chew on for a minute and digest. Absolutely. That's what we've done. Yeah. Rosa's my favorite. This is my girl. This is the wifey. I adore her. And she me. So I think we're doing okay with the love languages. I never forget to say I love you.
Absolutely. You don't. That I agree with.
Yeah, I love this is my boo. This is my boo. So if it can happen to us, it can happen to anyone. And that is, like I say, check out your love languages and see where you guys lay. There's also a little quiz. It's a quiz for the 5 love languages. So avail yourself to that as well.
Absolutely.
So keep loving on one another, and as we always say, we're wishing you all the very best
of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke and stay loving each other.
Absolutely.
Because I love you.
I love you too, boo.
Thank you all.
Bye.